We done? Oh, yes! Nice. Oh! Hello, Mum. Yeah, I'm good. Yourself?
So you wanted to go get your car now?
Ben's currently round now, so I'm going to go and get it in a second and we're going to go to the gym. What? Oh. About to go pick up my new car.
We ought to be honest, the car in the workshop.
And there she is. Haven't given her a name yet. The last one was called Camilla the Corsa, and we can't have Camilla, so we could have like Candice or Carolina or Cece. Cece the Corsa doesn't sound right, does it? Oh well, they haven't seen this, have they? I haven't had this in a car. No, none of that.
Welcome back to another video, guys. Today I'm at college again. I'm about to do like 2 presentations in front of the first years of the course that I do and then the second years. So it's gonna be really good. I'm just gonna run them through about like how I do like my YouTube videos because they have like a world skills competition coming up. And today is the start of the second week of the videos and of my cut. It's going really well. I started on 164 pounds. I'm now 162 pounds. I weighed myself this morning. So good things coming. I'm excited. We're dropping the weight fairly quickly, so to say, but we'll get to that plateau stage probably a little bit later down the line. I am starting to feel a little bit more hungry, so I am already craving being full. But yeah, we're gonna get in and we're gonna enjoy it. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. But it's exciting. You want to do things that step outside your comfort zones and that you're not really used to, because these people are good PTs, right? And they'll give me a run for my money, and even better than me. But it's good. I'm excited. God, my throat. Hello.
You're right. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Okay, I need to move the old skeleton. Wait for that to download. Hopefully this sorts out because we don't have Premiere Pro on there. This could be the life, mate. You know, like one thing I want to show people and I want to get across in my YouTube videos. I'm no one special. So you see a lot of people on YouTube who stand up and talk in front of people and you already have an assumption like they think they know it all. They think they're like Billy Big Bollocks or something like that. Like, that's not me at all. My lecturer from when I was here just asked me to come in because the students have this world skills competition down in Birmingham in the NEC for like personal training where they can win an award that basically classes them as like the best personal trainer in the country at like their age, and it sets them up for great opportunities for jobs around the country and around the world. Something that I wish I had done, but when I was there like last year, I just didn't have the confidence for it, so I didn't go forward and I didn't think I was good enough. But yeah, it's exciting stuff. I'm now here just to set up and show them like how I make my videos for YouTube, and that they can maybe take that away and try it themselves so they can use it for the world skills competition. I am going to be a little bit nervous because these people like are probably going to watch this video actually, so I hope it went well and you enjoyed it. But yeah, it's gonna be okay. Your video, I don't think you should do a lot of transitions because it's gonna take away from the message that you're trying to get across. But like doing different kind of camera angles, I think would be beneficial. But if you did like a lower third title or some sort of text to give a bit more explanation to the exercise that you're doing, would be quite good. But I used to watch like a load of tutorials and stuff. So if you just go on YouTube and type in tutorials to like for text and things, you have a load of different stuff come up, and you can implement that into your video. My video from yesterday that I uploaded on YouTube, so if you wanted to watch it in more detail, just go on there and you can watch it. It hasn't got many views like the other ones, so you could bump up a little bit. But yeah, that's just an idea. But then today I'll show you guys how you can get some of like the clips that you film, put it onto like a timeline, add some music, add some like text, and how to do like different effects and stuff. So this is what it would look like. And again, that's just plain, that's just simple. What you can do is, to make this better, if I actually go to the exercise, you can speed it over, and if you just grab at the sides, you can make the video shorter. It is fairly simple. Do a couple of the reps, and then shorten that again. Just bring that to the front of the timeline, and it'll play the video. It's fairly simple. You don't need to do anything fancy. Most of my videos aren't. It's just a different, like, they didn't offer me a job or anything. It was just work experience. But if they had done, I don't think I would have taken it purely because I would have lost myself. I was working from like 9 o'clock in the morning till 5:30 for like 5 days. And I was just sat at a desk. And being a PT, I like getting around, moving about the gym and speaking to people. And I was on the phone to James a couple of times when I was there. And I just said it was a good eye-opener. Your best bet being a PT is putting yourself out on social media and as many platforms as you can. That's one of the things that I took away, because I got not necessarily trained up, but got to oversee the sponsorship side of stuff. So the athletes that you see that promote all the clothes, I met the people that manage them and who organise the stuff that they do, the events, and then the social medias. So I met the people that you see that post the pictures on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. Yeah, if you want to be a PT, I'd say your main focus is trying to put as much informational and valuable content online as you can. That's what I'm doing now, and that's what I've noticed within the last week since I've been back. And I've been getting a lot more feedback and a bit more of like a communication with people, because I realise it's giving more about having like an expectation. So if you being a PT and all you want is like the money and stuff, like you're not going to get the clients. But if you just really want to help people, the money will come like in time. That's what I noticed. And I start to get that. At the moment, I'm creating like a basic website. James has shown me some of the stuff that you guys have been doing that's better than what I'm doing. So if you can help me, then feel free. But yeah, I'm in the process of doing that, because it's different incomes, revenue and stuff. But because I enjoy doing my videos, like if you want to go into doing social media, I would say like you have to enjoy it, because we'd sit there and like we're recording and we're getting excited about a different angle we got, or like a picture, and people are looking at us like, you're weird. Like I'm in the gym and we had like a gimbal and stuff, and like there's people walking around, they're looking at us laughing, like what are you doing? I'm just like, well, Scott Norgate, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, check it out. And then people do, and then you start building a bit more of a following. Like I've seen some of your names come up, I've spoke to some of you in here, and it's just building a network with people. So what I do is I'll spend about an hour or so a day going through Instagram, going on recent tags, speaking to people, creating a community. Like I'll wake up with like 20 different messages from people that I don't know, but it's just interacting that could be potential clients, but it's not trying to shove a program down their throat. Like, hey, look, I've just brought this out, like do this. It's just trying to build a rapport with them, and then naturally they'll come to you for advice. And that's what I've done for my videos, because if you're posting the content and they see that and see the results that you're getting, then they'll want to ask you for help, they want to buy a program and stuff.
First presentation done, went really, really well. I enjoyed it, got a big buzz from it. I'm a little bit nervous again to do the next one, because on average I think there's about 27 people that is going to be in this gym right now. And this one I'm just talking about myself, how I got into fitness, my background, and what I'm doing now, and sort of my experiences. So I'm looking forward to it. You know me, I'm good about talking about myself. So let's get into it. And now you're just gonna see little clips of what I talk about. Ben's gonna get a little bit of B-roll, and yeah, enjoy.
I was here last year. I got my qualification as a level 3 personal trainer. My first year probably wasn't the best. Like, I wanted to take personal training. I was here for 3 years, so the first year I took a sports course. Realised too late I didn't want to take it, so I couldn't change. It was difficult, like coming in here, having to speak in front of like James and Rob, doing like the videos. I don't know if you guys have done some of them yet. I found that quite difficult, and with the whole anatomy and stuff, I was never good at that. I was good at the physical side of stuff. I always wanted to put it into practice, but I wasn't any good at sitting in the classroom. The first 3 months of being a personal trainer, I only had 2 clients. I wasn't very good at picking up clients. I then got asked to do a circuit class, did the circuit class. I only had 1 guy turn up. So imagine doing a circuit class and it's the last 40 minutes and it's just you and 1 guy. And then I'm sat there just like, it better not be like this for the majority of the weeks coming up. But then you just got to stick it out, and then you learn sort of the ropes. What you have to do, interact with people, and you've got to put yourself out there. And another thing for me, I've been doing like social media and little things since I was back at school. So I was that guy that was like, had like a fitness account in like year 11 where everyone would like take the mic and be like, why are you recording yourself? Why are you putting things up? And because I knew what my direction was, I was like, I would like to be one of those people that's big in the fitness industry that you guys all follow. And it's like big ambition. The things is giving without expectations. So doing something for free and then getting things in return in the long run. So when I first started doing my PT and I left, I did about 20 programs online for people, very basic, but for free. Because then it's word of mouth, they go to their friends, they see their results, and then they come back to you. And I started to get that, I started messaging people online. So if you go on Instagram and you go on like the tag section, I'd write fitness or like the location in my local area. And I'd message people going, oh, hi, I really like your page, I'm just doing fitness, I'd love to help you out, I'll do like a free program, no charge, and if you like it, then we could take it further. From that, I ended up gaining 3 clients where I currently work, which is good, and those are just people from the local area who I found. And you guys are obviously familiar, I don't know if you were wearing it, but you're familiar with the brand Gymshark. So about 3 years ago, I went to Body Power, went to one of the expos, and I met a guy called Noel Mack, who's the CCO, so he's like the head of like the creative stuff there. And I was like, I'm gonna try my luck. I'm gonna put myself out there, and I messaged him on Instagram, and I just said, or in my head I was thinking, how's he gonna see my message, because he probably gets loads like daily. So I messaged him saying, hi Noel, I'll work for you for free. Then I proceeded to say like, I'm interested in doing this, I just want to shadow, I don't want to get any money, I'll do it for free, I'll pay my own way up there, just because I want to learn. Because in my head, it's like, yes, if they paid me, that's great, but the knowledge I get, I can use that to get money later on down the line. So instead of having like a short-term like paid slip or whatever, what they teach you, you can use it later on, sorry. I messaged him, it was when the snow happened, I was walking back in like my snow boots from Waitrose, I sat down on the side and was like, I'm just gonna message him, I'm just gonna try. Messaged him, and he got back to me and said, hi mate, like I love this, I really appreciate it, love the hustle, email me at, obviously his email, and I'll get back to you on Monday when I'm in the office. He done that, he offered me like, it was one of the Fridays, I think it was like the 15th or whatever, but I went up, we sat down, I went to the HQ in Birmingham, so I travelled all the way up there, sat down, had a conversation about what I'm interested in, the things that I do, my background, and he offered me 5 days of work experience, which I'd done week before last. I spent 5 days learning the social media, so the posts that you see, I knew of the people that were doing that, what goes into it, the editing side of things, how they interact with the athletes. Guys, is when you leave here, you've got to put yourself in situations that you do feel uncomfortable, because then you're going to grow, you're going to do better, and that's something I've always wanted to do. I just hated being scared to do something, and so I'd do it, and then I realized it's not actually that bad, like, once you do it. So from being a PT and going through the years, really spend the time to get to know like the knowledge, how things work, and start putting that into practice. Because I think for you guys, online is definitely one of the way forwards. Because I said to James yesterday when I met with him for a coffee, as much as I love the PT one-to-one, making a living out of that, personally for myself, you guys might not find this, I'd find that too stressful and I'd eventually lose the love out of it. So by doing my social media because I love it and making that a job and slowly getting an income from it, then I could do both. So I take a circuit class every week. I have about 14 clients, and for me that's fine. And whoever you work with might want you to have more, but if you can kind of get a balance, then I'd say that would be okay. Because you're not doing it for the wrong reasons. And for myself, I'll stay up late every night to message people. I'll put as much content as I can, because if you put as much content as you can for free, then that helps boost whatever product that you're trying to sell, because people look at it and be like, oh, I can trust him, that's good. And he's not just someone who's just trying to take my money and things like that. And it's about getting your personality out there that I think's important. Some of you might follow me on my Instagram and probably see my stories and my posts and think I'm an absolute weirdo. I do some crazy things, but people can relate to me. They see me and think, oh, okay, like he's just a general person, he's just normal like myself. And people have like a stigma around it, or like putting someone online, they put people on like a pedestal and think bigger of them because they've got like a following and things like that. And from going to Gymshark and speaking to these people, it's just a number. And if you can kind of sort of create your community of what you do and build yourself up as a brand, then I think that's like pretty important. So yeah, spend the time just learning your knowledge and then putting those things into practice. Any questions? You do? Start them off.
This isn't prep, by the way. If you could identify three things that have been most impactful to you, that you have made an effort to do, that you weren't necessarily doing beforehand, what would be the three things that you've had to change to warrant the success that you've had?
So one was the way I delivered myself. So being back at college, being here, and you probably picked up on it a couple of times, I stutter a lot. I wouldn't be able to like speak properly because I didn't feel confident in what I was talking about. So what I learned was to really take the time before I was putting things online to know what I was trying to give people. Second thing as well was it was just putting yourself out there. So a job's not going to come to you. If you're lucky and you know somebody and they put forward, then great. Otherwise, you're just going to have to get that job yourself. So you may go into a place and they don't have it. You get a no. Okay, that's cool. That wasn't meant to be. You go into another place, they say no. But eventually, you'll come across a job, and yeah, that was a big thing for me. Is like hearing a no. I was like, oh, okay. And then I was questioning: is PT for me? Is that what I really want to do? And even when I first had the PT job that I got now, when I first started doing it and I wasn't generating a lot of clients, I even said to my mum, I was like, I don't know if PT is what I want to do. Like, I'm not gaining the clients. Like, I'm not getting the people in my circuit classes. Do they hate me? They're not turning up on a regular basis. And then you realise that's not the case. The third thing is that I found difficult was like my approach to like clients and making myself become more sort of professional. So in here, sometimes, you know, you have a laugh with your friends, joke around, but when you're trying to gain a client, it's very different. You have to act professional. At the same time, yes, be yourself, that's what they like. But it was the words that I was using, and at the same time, how to try and, it was learning to sell myself, as bad as that does sound, so don't take it the wrong way, but it was like, what can I offer you? How can I help meet your goals? Am I the right person for you? And even at times, like, I speak to them and I don't feel like, not we'd get along, but I just don't feel like I'm the right person for you, and then I'd bring them on to somebody else. I work like, I hate to work. I'd be working at Waitrose and she's like, you doing overtime? I'm like, no, I'm lying in bed and I'm watching Netflix. Like, what else am I gonna do? And yeah, once you start getting that routine, you start seeing the benefits, you are making money on the side, but at the same time making an impact like in people's lives, it becomes addictive. Depending on how much work I have to do, I try to go to bed at between 9:30 and 10:30. I went to bed about 2 o'clock this morning and still woke up at about 4:30, so I'm pretty tired. Because once I got in the routine of waking up early, I just wake up early. So regardless what time I go to bed, I still wake up quite early. So the reason why I also did that, my sleeping pattern, I'd go to bed really late. So now starting to go to bed earlier, I feel like it helps. It's one of those where like, there's days where I don't always wake up at 4, I'll wake up early. Like the latest I wake up is like 6. I'll still wake up early, but like from being out of like my routine a couple of weeks ago, it kind of messed me up a little bit. But once you start getting in the routine, and I wish the mindset I have now, I wish I had at college, because I would have been researching everything that I've learned, and now it's fine because you have so much time on your hands. Like when you leave and you realise that. So as long as you can pass and you know the basics and the fundamentals, and that's great. It's just learning that if this is something you really want to do, there's so many years that you have to do this, that it's just learn, like even if it's one topic, like here you've got to learn a topic really quickly, like every single month.
Ben and I are now back at my house, we finished, and what an experience that was. It was very motivational for myself. It filled me with a lot of confidence, and there's a lot of things I can take away from it. Bearing in mind, I've never done one of these talks before, and I go on tangents a lot when I speak. I did that a couple of times when I'd done the talk. I didn't get straight to the points that I was making, and when people asked questions, I didn't necessarily answer them exactly, and I think that was just because of my nerves. But yeah, it was good. It was like from my YouTube, for example. When I first started doing it, my videos weren't as good. Now, they're still not as good, but they're getting better, and it's just a process. So I'm looking forward to doing something like that again in time. But I just appreciate Ben coming out and filming that for me.